Hello everyone, welcome back to Quarter Flips. I'm Dave. This is my channel. I'm going to make a very short one today. I'm going to try to make a very short one today because I have a whole bunch of videos that are already filmed, they're in the can, that are in the process of being edited, just getting the final touches done. And those are some pretty good videos like shopping with my parents for this year and it's some other cool stuff I can't really bring up yet, but I need to get this video out first because it's a little more time sensitive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about two things. I'm going to talk about my buddy Rocky Votolato's new Kickstarter, which is going on right now. And then I'm going to talk about some pretty cool things that I found in thrift stores over the last week so that if you see these things, you'll know to pick them up. Okay, first thing, Kickstarter, Rocky Votolato. Rocky's a good friend of mine. He did a Kickstarter a couple years ago for his album Wild Roots, which was a solo album that he did. I ended up taking some time off from the channel and from reselling to help him pack and ship the rewards for that Kickstarter. If you don't know what a Kickstarter is, you donate money to an artist or to a project, and there are rewards that you can get based on the amount of money that you donate. And when it's all said and done and those rewards have been created, they get sent to you as long as the person reaches the goal they have set. Wild Roots did reach its goal. Suzzallo, which is the new project, that's Rocky's current project. If you know Rocky's music at all, it's like the new version of Waxwing, kind of. Waxwing was the band that Rocky was in. It was not his solo music. I'm going to do a whole nother video on my Nobody's Knows channel. That's the one where we did the giveaway for the Discord box set a while back. I'm going to do a whole video on that. That's another one that I'm editing right now that will explain all this stuff in greater detail. Also, when we were doing the fulfillment for the Wild Roots record, I filmed the whole time. And it went many days beyond what we thought it was going to be. And it's kind of funny to, well, for me it is anyway, to watch us slowly go insane while we try to get all those packages out. So that video is not done, but when it is done, hopefully in the next few days, I'll put a link right here and you can go check it out if you'd like to. Okay, so the Suzzallo Kickstarter, $100,000, he's got to hit it. We're 10 days in, and he's made about $40,000 so far. He's definitely ahead of the curve in terms of days and money that you have to have in that amount of time. But the last stretch is really important to get the money, because if it doesn't hit 100 grand, nobody pays anything and the project doesn't get done. And we can have that because I need to spend a couple of weeks going insane trying to get these things mailed out. Plus, I'm one of the people that's put money in. I want these records. I want these Suzzallo records because I've heard rough mixes of the songs and they are phenomenal. If you go, I'm going to link it down below. If you go check it out, you'll get a sense of what it sounds like and you'll see there's a lot of interesting rewards. Some of the rewards are vinyl, so limited edition vinyl versions of this record that's coming out. It's called The Quiet Year. Those are good investments at the Kickstarter price because this band could become a big deal. They could be, I mean, I know Rocky wants to push it as far as he can. He wants this to be his main gig. So it could very well be that you could flip this item down the line. You could look at it as an investment. Or you could buy it and play it and love it, and that would be worth it too. But there's all kinds of other cool things that you can do. You could even get, like, book a private show with Rocky to come do one of his solo shows. There's tons of rewards, different price levels. So go check that out. And I just really wanted to get this information out as quickly as I could so there would be enough days left for people to watch this and then maybe go get involved in the Kickstarter. So go check that out. Go check out that other video when it's done. Okay, so I've told you about that. Let's move on to the next stuff since I said this was going to be short. Things I have found at thrift stores in the last few days that were actually pretty cool. Plush. Okay, I don't know how I feel about plush stuff. It's super easy to photograph. It's super easy to ship. It doesn't get damaged in the mail. I love that. Usually I can get it really cheap. A lot of the thrift stores around here sell stuff for 50 cents, $1. Usually I don't ever pay more than $3 for a plush item. This Minecraft Wolf by Mojang, this was, I think, $1.50. Pretty good pickup. It's not worth a ton, but it was definitely, I think, worth buying. And it's just, like I said, it's easy. So I always walk past the plush sections of thrift stores and just glance at it. I'm looking for IKEA plush. I'm looking for video game plush characters or certain things that I have had luck with in the past. So while doing that in the last week, I also found this. This is an old stuffed plush camel. The company that made this is Zoology 101. I can't remember when I looked it up if it's 80s or 90s, but it's definitely old. This was $3. It's clean, it's in good shape, no damage, it smells fine, it doesn't smell like smoke. And while I couldn't find this exact plush animal on eBay for sold comps, either currently listed or sold, I did find other Zoology 101 animals that were listed for a lot of money and had sold for decent money. Not being able to find the camel, which might be a more obscure one, I don't know, it's pretty cool. I figured with no real guidance, I would just put it up for $99.99 and see what happens. I can always lower the price, but might as well start near the top of what I think I might be able to get for it and see how that works. Anyway, $3, no brainer for me. And of course, you know, I was looking for DVDs, and I found this Make Your Move Ultimate 1v1 Survival Kit, Where the Secrets Come From. This says #1 Soccer Skills. This is a 5-disc DVD set about soccer training. I always take a look at these things. I looked this up and it looked like people were asking a lot of money for it. Then I looked at sold comps, and now you're gonna get between $9 and $20. The $20 one was shipping included. So really you're gonna get between like $9 and $15. Still, if everyone's asking really high dollars and the ones that sold have been really low dollars, you can still kind of go in the middle of what's currently available, of what is currently available. And maybe a person will pick yours because it's just the lowest of what's available. So I may throw this thing up for $29.99, $34.99, something like that, and just see what happens. Just like with the camel, I can always lower the price later. Then I found Tim the Enchanter. I do not really like dealing with Funko Pops very much. I haven't had very much luck with them. Now, I've seen videos where people have had great luck with them. So I've always kind of been on the lookout when I see something that's cool, that's a character that I like from a movie or a TV show or cartoon that I like, I'll check the price, and I'm usually just ready just to drop the thing. This one came up with some pretty good sold comp prices, $50 to $70. That's new in the box, and if you can see, this box is not in very good shape. And honestly, I do not know if they have been removed from the box before or not. It's Tim the Enchanter plus the bunny, the rabbit. That's an important part of the movie. You've all seen it, right? You've all seen it. So anyway, even if I just take them out of the box, I could probably sell them loose for $15 to $20. So I thought $5, that's a little higher than I like to pay, but it's also something I like to have. So when it's something I like to have, sometimes I'll pay up a little bit. And finally, the Death Star Perplexus puzzle. This is a maze game. I don't know how much glare is coming off this thing. Well, hopefully you'll be able to see it. This is, I believe, the hardest puzzle this company makes. They make a bunch of different puzzles, and the hardest one is this clear Death Star, Star Wars Death Star. It does have lights and sounds, but the lights and sounds on this one, they don't work. I've swapped the batteries out when I get home. I can't make it work. I don't know if there's a trick to it. I have had this before, and it worked fine. So when I look these up, though, I've found that it doesn't really matter so much if the lights and sounds work, whether it will sell, because really the lights and sounds don't have much to do with the way the game works. And the way the game works is there's a little ball bearing in there, and you have to start at one spot, which I believe is here. I don't even know how to do it. And then you move the ball through all these different spots in the maze. There's even a little, I don't know if you can see it, there's even a little X-wing that you can fly around there in the trench that has to do with moving this ball around. And I guess, get it to the end and win. There's probably a big noise that happens if you get it to the end to win, and that maybe wouldn't happen on this one, which might be kind of a bummer. But this was $3. I have bought it for $1.50 before. The reason why I wanted to show you this is because this is one that I have bought and sold, and when I put the last one up, it, like I said, it did work. It sold for $20 like right away. So whenever I walk past a toy section in a store, I just glance. Even if I'm not going into the section, I look for this on the shelf. I look for this in the pile because you can spot this from a long ways away. And And as long as they want $3 or less, I think it is worth picking up. Really, my biggest concern with this is that when you pack it up to ship it, your package makes that noise. And I bet that's pretty annoying for the mailman as the package goes to wherever you've sent it, because there's no way to get in there and secure that ball bearing. It is gonna keep doing that. The only way to stop it is just to hold still. So this is the last of the things just in the last week that I picked up, but I did not spend very much for any of this stuff. It's gonna go get listed easy, and it's probably not gonna stick around too long. I don't think, most of this stuff won't have that long of a tail. The plush always does stay for a while, but I just kind of throw it all in a big box, each one in their own little individual bags, and just wait for it to sell. And it does. And it doesn't get damaged in shipping usually, and that makes me happy. But I don't know, one of these days I'm gonna make a video about whether it's even worth doing plush. It has real pluses and minuses. It's got upsides and downsides. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know, what do you think? Is it worth selling plush? Do you sell plush? Or am I going to just get to a point where I hit a wall and have way too much of it, and just because I sold a couple of sought after items, that doesn't justify the boxes and boxes of stuffed animals that I have clogging up all my space? But I don't need to make a video about it now. That's the whole thing. That's the whole question. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. All right. And that's it. Please do go check out Rocky's Kickstarter for the Suzzallo The Quiet Year album. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I really want that thing to go. We're gonna make it happen. And for me, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Thanks.